Hello, hello, and welcome back as I get this perfunctory Haven defense out of the way so I can go troll the bejesus out of Prey Talmox. In Perfidious, Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. I just want to see the look on his face after we rescue him and welcome him home, open arms, and I want to see that hope, that sense of belonging just blossom in his eyes. I want to see his eyes light up thinking, finally I found a place that accepts me and then I just want to crush it beneath my iron shod boot when I fire him. That's what I want. I want to get his hopes up and then dash them as swiftly as possible. But before I can do that by bringing Mox home only to fire him 2 days before his retirement, Donald Trump style, before I can do that, I have to actually rescue the guy, because currently he's in the clutches of Ball of Derp in some sort of unholy captivity, although I don't know how unholy it could really be. I'm assuming, given all the head trauma we've dealt Ball of Derp recently, she probably doesn't even remember she has Mox captive. But before I can do that, I mean, we've got like a series of steps here. Before I can I want to fire him. Before I can fire him, I got to rescue him. Before I can rescue him, I got to defend this hate from the forces of Ball of Derp, who, by the way, she doesn't even remember sending these guys out to attack the Haven either. That's the thing. The head trauma, once again, has struck, and Ball of Derp is like, what was I? Did anybody remember why I was out here? Anybody? Help me out a little bit. What was I doing out here? Anybody got a clue? You know what? We will send the redheaded stranger on this one. Willie, let's get you in here. Seth Rogen and Charlize Atomic Theron. I like that. And I'd love to get Snoop Dogg in on one, but like Dave Chappelle, there's no room for Dave Chappelle, and Snoop is not a solo act. So maybe Kristen Wiffleball Stewart? Yeah, let's get old Freedom Pole in here. Equipment. Make utility items available. Make all weapons available. We have a couple fancy-ish guns now. We want to make sure those are on the right people. So we've got the Wrecker, which has got a hair trigger and an advanced repeater. That'll do. Advanced repeater on our unit that has banished. Yes, that's what we would like. Although, doesn't your weapon upgrade have an expanded? Yeah, we have an expanded magazine and an autoloader on a different weapon. But I like Miley and Rihanna packing our biggest heat. You know what? Go ahead and keep that spike. It could potentially be useful. Willie Nelson, I want you to bring the medical supplies. And by medical supplies, I don't mean 4.5 kilos of sweet Acapulco gold. I know you love the Acapulco gold, Willie, but when I say medicinal supplies, that's not what I meant. It's great, and yes, it has many medical uses, but bullet wounds are not one of the prescribed uses of medical marijuana. Be like, I got shot in the liver. Be like, just smoke a 5 bowl. That'll take care of it, right? No, it's not going to take care of it all. You need your liver. It's got the word live right there in the name, Cuddy. Pete, did you steal that line from House? Yes, yes I did, because it was a magnificent show and completely underappreciated. It was like the highest ranked show on television for 5 years, Pete. Was it actually underappreciated? Probably not, but I still enjoyed it a very great deal. Hugh Laurie is a goddamn genius. I'll not hear anyone say otherwise either. You talk bad about, you know what? You talk bad about Hugh Laurie, you want to say negative things about him, you got to come through me first. I'm Hugh Laurie's first line of defense. Not that he needs a first line of defense, because he always had that cane ready to hand, and he looked like he could really whomp the shit out of somebody with that.
Doing what they can to fight back, but we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby.
Do you not see me here, Bradford, with the civilians? Okay, so there's a big wad of civilians.
Soldiers hunkered down not far from your position. Move in and help fend off the attacking alien forces.
I mean, I'll do what I can. Do we have a scout? I gotta start remembering to put scouts on missions. We should have somebody who has, like, the tracking ability, right? Target definition. Okay, Rihanna is our scout. Riri, get up here and be on the cutting edge of pop music and the hip-hop industry.
You cannot run.
So we got some boys. What do we got? Okay. Those guys, is that barrel they're standing near explosive? I would love to blow up the barrel they're standing next to if it is, in fact, explosive. I don't think we're going to be able to get anybody close enough to get a shot at it, though, even if it is explosive.
Says I am to obey.
But we can give it a whirl. I mean, we can remote start something. Not anything useful, though. All right, so Charlize, let's put you up here by the rusted-out, half-assed truck trailer. I really hate this, by the way, because, you know, living in rural Missouri, well, not really rural, I live in St. Louis, but, you know, you don't have to go that far to get to rural Missouri. You actually see a lot of these kind of things on the road. Somebody's like, yeah, I had an old 77 Ford pickup and I sawed it in half and made myself a trailer. You know what? It's not safe. It's not safe at all. It's got like shit filled in the back of it and they didn't secure the load properly, so there's crap flying everywhere all over the road. You got pieces of the wagon itself flying around. The damn thing is a hazard to navigation. Get it off the interstate.
I'll be there soon.
You're gonna wreck Willie Nelson's tour bus, and then his show will not go on, and that violates the Hollywood mag. That man is walking on air like Jesus, though. He didn't. Jesus typically walk on water. Water, air. I mean, if he could walk on water, you know what? Just because you can walk on water doesn't mean you can walk on air. Water's considerably more dense than water. I mean, you don't even need to be Jesus to walk on water. There are certain breeds of insect that can do it. Surface tension, they take advantage of it. Could one of you come stand by that gas pump for me? Thanks, Muton. I appreciate it. Also, I really hate the fact that there's a bunch of berserkers here. Why are you so salty about the berserkers? Well, as you can see, they have a proclivity for standing right next to the civilians we're supposed to be getting not killed. Great shot, by the way, Resistance personnel. Fantastic work.
There's no stopping this fire!
The fire is getting worse.
What are you talking about? That fire is exactly the same as it was a minute ago, which is to say, not really much of a problem. So we do have plenty of things to blow up, but we can't blow up the gas pump we need to. We also got a Spectre down here that we got to deal with. And a Viper. I'd kind of like to see if we could get those guys to pile up a little. Somebody needs to take out the Muton's gas pump. You know what, Kristen Stewart? That feels like a wiffle ball job.
Is in your hands.
Go freedom pole this dude for me. Yep, this'll do. That's
show.
one dead Muton. Get vaporized. We're probably destroying loot. Hey, a promotion for Kristen Stewart as well. That's nice. So, somebody who has an 8 damage...
I will go.
Willie, you have Silent Killer, though, right? Willie does have Silent Killer. I don't want to risk having Willie come out of concealment. It's too early for that. The Viper! I mean, we got... this is a bad scenario for us, actually. Very bad. We need to work over this berserker before he starts killing people, but to do that, we got to use a lot of explosives. We don't have a lot of explosives because we only brought so many. This is exactly the kind of mission that I was talking about too earlier when I expressed that like I had concerns about our overall damage output for the mission. This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about right here. We got a very small number, or in this case, considering it's a retaliation mission, probably actually a significantly large number of guys that are going to require damage, and we don't have an adequate way to do damage to that many targets just because we have a limited supply of explosives here. So, Riri, we're going to have you do 8 damage. And then we're going to see if between Willie Nelson... Let's see if between Willie Nelson and Miley Cyrus we can get a kill. Like, Charlize, come over here. Just in case we need a little extra backup. Miley? So if we have you sting this man, that's going to lower him down considerably. Hit him with the sting. You got 5 damage, but only because of blood trail. And then maybe Willie Nelson? Willie cannot silent killer him, though. Alright, Charlize. You can't silent killer him either, but if somebody's getting revealed, I'd much rather it be you than Willie. And you are revealed. That sucks. Big dickles. Alright then, Willie Nelson should silent killer this man. No chance of Willie getting revealed. He's good at his job. This vehicle is going to explode, but now this man knows where one of our team is, so he's going to come running for him. When he comes running for him, he might accidentally... Wait, are you not triggered? They're not triggered, though. I'm triggered. So there goes a civilian.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring our forces just to get a better shot at the civilians.
Saw that, John. I was a little upset about it. Don't shoot at the Viper, though. If you're going to shoot at it, you could have at least hit it. If you're going to shoot at the Viper, please hit it. Oh, shoot the Spectre. Well. Alright, then. I see you're still intent on making our job as difficult as possible by not focusing your damage. Is there anything down here we can blow up? Rihanna, is there anything explodable down here? Nope. Oh, this is... Well, maybe we just go gun happy here and start taking regular shots. Working these guys over. And then if we need to, we could always recloak. Rihanna is a silent killer, though. Why take the gamble when you could make it be not a gamble? And also, why take a gamble when you have one unit who's already visible? Why risk revealing somebody when Charlize Theron, who's already just standing out here in the open with her ass hanging in the breeze, could come over and take a shot at this Viper? And guaranteed not miss it. And possibly still be cloaked at the end of the turn as well. Freedom Pole, we'll hold on to your action for a minute. So, Rihanna, why don't you go ahead and kill... I mean, I kind of would rather have you kill that. Anybody can kill the Viper. Like, even Seth Rogen's got a pretty good shot here. And then between you and Miley Cyrus... Now, you know what, Wiffle Ball? Can you get a shot at the Viper anywhere? Of course, that would be helpful. We have enough. Alright, Willie. Come over here and take the flank shot at the Viper. There's no chance Willie Nelson winds up revealed here. No chance. Willie gonna get him a silent kill. 0% for Willie.
My ammunition is nearly depleted.
Rihanna, if we're gonna have somebody get revealed, I kind of would prefer it be you. So go ahead and take this shot. 4 damage is not as much as we would have liked or needed, and you are also revealed, which is doubly bad. Oh, good. Seth Rogen has no shot. Which means Miley Cyrus is going to have to finish the job, and Miley may not be able to do that. Well, there's one way we could guarantee it. Miley, give a bonus action to... I hate using this, but do it. Bonus action to Rihanna. It's time to show a little bit of teamwork here. Show us how it's done, and then... No, Rihanna. Well... Oh, she's not going to get it. Here, Seth Rogen. You're so... Miley, drop the Claymore.
Now we will.
Somewhere ideally where Rihanna can see it so that when it goes up, this guy explodes as well. And then Rihanna, cook it off. This kills the Spectre. It did. Probably destroyed some loot as well.
My
The
ammunition is
resistance
nearly
team is in
depleted.
the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors.
Yeah, we gotta rescue 3 more.
Aliens pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing in fast. We need to
Yeah, but the
get in
resistance
there
is
before the
closing in
aliens
even
slaughter
fast.
those
These guys got the foot speed.
I go where
They're
I
friggin'... They're all Usain Bolt, every last one of them.
I'm at your service.
Their foot speed is unbelievable.
I need to reload.
Why aren't these guys on our team? How come we're not coming out here and recruiting these guys? What kind of farm program do we have that it's letting this kind of foot speed go untapped? These are 5-tool players out here. They're great shots. See, look at that. They're lights out. They're great shots. They're insanely fast. They got more courage than any man or woman we've ever seen. Why are we not recruiting these guys? They need to be on Team Reaper over here.
I go where you tell me.
Rihanna does have target definition. She's also low on ammo, though, so we're going to give her a turn to reload. Seth, you're still all cloaked up, right? Yeah. All right, get up here to this rock.
moving.
We are probably going to take Charlize Theron. You are also revealed, though, so cloak your ass up. Come up here, and you're going to reload when you arrive. There's a lot of resistance personnel in that building, which actually is terrible for us, because the enemies are going to tend to go into that building, and we're going to tend to not really be able to do a whole hell of a lot to them with our explosives because of the catastrophic collateral damage.
I'm on the move.
I don't want this to be like a Jamie Foxx,
Reapers are
Tom
always
Cruise
vigilant.
film. Collateral is not what we're looking for.
As you order, Commander.
Was that movie actually about collateral damage? No, I mean, it was like a different kind of collateral, like the type you use to secure a loan typically, but
I am trusting you.
it had the word in it.
I need to
It was also a terrible film, so I'm fully comfortable making fun of it. I like that movie, Pete. Yeah, well, do you mean you can like things that are terrible? It's okay. I like Jeremy Jordan, too, but I'm not going to stand up and defend his musical chops. Great shot. Hoss. Here I was just praising how awesome the resistance was, and then you go and do a thing like that. What are you doing? Shooting at the same guy? Yeah, but you connected. More resistance troopers on the roof, please. I mean, more resistance troopers on the roof. As long as the resistance keeps holding them off like this, I'm content to just hang back and see what they can do. Until somebody starts killing civilians, I'm just gonna chill and let the resistance work them over. Oh, good. There's another berserker over there. Oh, that complicates things a little. So we want to get close, but not too close.
I am trusting you.
Actually, I don't even really want to get close. Kind of want to be in the neighborhood, but not close enough to see Mr. Rogers' house or hear the magical music of Happy Town or whatever the hell he called that place. You know, where the puppets lived in the closet. What was the name of it? The Land of Mystery and Make-Believe or some shit?
I will go.
Pete, I can tell you didn't watch a lot of Mr. Rogers. Yeah, because even as a kid, I can remember I thought Mr. Rogers was kind of stupid. Not the man, just like the theory in the show.
Watching comes naturally.
I was more into, you know, like G.I. Joe and Gem and Saturday, like afternoon cartoons. Give me more Transformers and He-Man, please. That's a lot of fucking dudes, though. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier with the troubles that we're gonna have. And there goes one of our resistance shooters. This is a lot of health of enemies, and unfortunately, we aren't gonna be, like, we can't, I can't throw grenades at these guys. Holy shit, this is so many bad guys. This is 1 trillion health worth of dudes, and unless they cluster up around something I can explode violently, we're gonna have almost no, like, I can't throw a grenade into that building, because it's gonna kill 1,000 of our own team. You had to reload. Perfect. No, jump down off the... No, that's great. Yeah, just off the roof is fine. Great work. Are you even gonna get a shot? One of you guys needs to kill a target. Like, finish off one of those mutons. Well, they're doing damage. Kill him, though. Or very grievously injure him, leave him lingering on death's door, but leave his combat abilities not significantly modified. That's the other good thing you could do, is just piss him off. That's what we're looking for. Don't actually kill him, just make him really mad. So what can we remote start? My remote starts can only kill my own team. Well, there's like actually 4 trillion things I could remote start. That might not even kill a friendly. It is a way for us to get a kill with almost no negative repercussions, which is interesting, but maybe not fully desirable at the moment. Kristen Stewart does have a grenade.
I go where I am needed.
Right, Kristen, can you hit like a couple of these guys without killing a friendly? It'd be fantastic if you could. So we can catch 2 of them without killing a friendly. Alright, put this claymore somewhere where we're going to be able to easily target it. Or possibly, could you put it somewhere where we could detonate it with a remote start? Oh, yours isn't big enough. Well, yours isn't big enough, but we have people who make it bigger. Do we not? Like, won't this be huge if Willie Nelson... Yeah, it's huge-ish, but not... Oh, Willie Nelson's huge, Pete, but he ain't that huge. Alright, so Kristen Wiffleball Stewart, then, I want you to drop a claymore here where it will be visible and also will damage all of our foes.
I'll leave this here.
That gets us nothing instantly, but it does set us up. We want someone who is not, I repeat, not a silent killer to trigger that. Charlize Theron, your only requirement is that you can be in a position where you can see the damn claymore.
Moving as ordered.
Set it off. Set off the claymore. Kill 1, injure 2. So Berserker down. The red-headed stranger can come over here and bag himself 1, possibly 2 kills. Like 1 kill for certain, because he definitely takes out, well, he definitely takes out the muton.
As you order, Commander.
So, Willie? You know what, Willie? What's your chances of hitting that guy? 84 per... Take it. Willie's a silent killer. Pete, how come you took the less likely shot? Well, I didn't want Willie to be revealed, and anybody who has remote start can actually kill that muton with 100% efficacy. Like, they can't fail. Seth Rogen, can you do anything useful? This guy I don't think is really, like, in the shit yet, so maybe we don't want to piss him off. If we come over here and hurl a claymore, how many friendlies will we kill? A lot? Feels like a lot. I really don't want to stand next to a gas pump that's already on fire, or a car that could also potentially explode. Yeah, so we can't really... I would love to get a claymore over in this region, but we can't really get one in here that's going to hit both of these guys and not cause catastrophic damage to our allies. If we need somebody to take a shot, we could have Miley Cyrus do it. Actually, Miley? Rihanna, you're a silent killer, right? Yeah, come finish off this muton.
Moving out.
You should have a respectable shot from here. You know what? At 87%, I would honestly rather you just do that. Is there a civilian hiding behind that, though? It looks like there may be a civilian over there. Hold on a second. What are you? Yep. All right. Well, we don't want to blow that up. Oh, okay. You could guarantee kill him, but I can't have you risk killing Jimmy the civilian. You have silent killer, though. You can't be revealed. Seth Rogen, come stand next to this potentially explosive vehicle.
I am to obey.
I don't know what we're going to do with you. We may just have you reload. Miley, I really want to run you out wide on the flank. Come up here and stand on top of this monstrous explosive thing. All right, Resistance, it's time to earn your pay. We did what we could, but there's like 75 billion more people coming running into the ring, WWE style. This guy probably has 2 mutons with him, I'm going to assume. Oh, he has a meager 1 muton. All right. I thought for a second he was about to whip a grenade into that building, and I was going to be like, well, that's game, Hendrix.
The time for hiding is over.
Okay. Oh, there's a berserker on the roof. Where did he come from? Well, on the plus side, the number of civilians we have to worry about friendly firing is rapidly dwindling. I really need the freedom to use my explosives. How many more civilians do I need to rescue? Hey, Resistance troops, you guys really got to up your game a little. So I need to rescue 3. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to pepper this entire place with explosives and let them all go. Collateral damage is just, we're going to have to consider it acceptable losses. We're not going to be able to target this effectively enough to save everyone. Also, if some of you cowering Resistance personnel would just fucking run, that would help us out a lot. Anybody? Like 6 or 7 feet to the left or right. Sidestep? A tiny bit? No, okay. The fire is exactly the same as it's always been. Seth Rogen does not have an explosive, so Seth Rogen is an explosive triggerer. Kristen Wiffleball Stewart does not have an explosive. Willie Nelson does. Okay, Willie. Over here, William.
I go where you tell me.
Well, I'm telling you to go right into the thick of the shit. I feel a little bad about it, but it has to be done. So, how many Resistance personnel does this kill? It looks like 1, 2. We're taking out 2. How many can we afford to kill? We can afford to kill 2. I mean, I feel a little bit... I'm sorry. I'm actually going to throw this right on your head, though, lady.
The trap is set.
Don't sound so excited about that fact, Willie. I mean, your glee there was kind of unwholesome. And then if we tag... Okay, so that's right there. It's going to blow up there. If we have Rihanna... Can you check one in this window? I mean, you got to get one in this building, though, Rihanna. Come around the corner here.
Moving as ordered.
Set one up so that when we trigger the one in the rear, this one also triggers. We're killing those same civilians, but, I mean, what are you going to do?
Placing the weapon.
Replacing the weapon. And then I'm thinking maybe we have Kristen Stewart set that off. Charlize Theron could probably set it off, can't she? No, because of course, for whatever reason, it's fucking invisible like all... Why is every Claymore invisible, though? I know for a fact if Miley Cyrus comes out here, she can see a goddamn Claymore. I really don't want Miley to trigger it, but... You know what, Kristen Stewart? If you come out here, there's no way you can fail to see that Claymore. You have to be able to see it. You have to.
I go where you tell me.
In fact, you can see both Claymores. Well, sorry, Resistance personnel, but... necessary sacrifices. It had to be done. Seth Rogen. You can't really do shit, though, can you? Well, I mean, you could kill that Muton. We still need to save 3 of 6. Do we have... Charlize Theron, can you get... Is there anybody... There's nobody alive here. Alright, Charlize, you're also going to come up here and do a little grenade work for us. I didn't want to have to throw a grenade in the middle of that hut and potentially kill every civilian in the universe, but damage is already done now. We cannot undo that which I have wrought. It's nice these guys clustered up, otherwise we'd have been in big trouble. Hey, Seth, Green Hornet Rogan, give your girl a bonus action so she can trigger that Claymore. Yeah, I mean, if you're done pointing at her, we all see. And this should be 3 kills for Charlize.
Do we have ammunition available?
What are you talking about, Miley? You have all the bullets in the universe. You're totally fine on bullets. What we're not fine on is number of surviving civilians, Miley. That's what we're a little worried about. We're a few civilians short, if you get my drift. I don't want to banish a Muton. We already used our sting ability. You know what? Just step behind this saguaro cactus. Seth Rogen. Just... Well, one of those civilians was on fire, I guess. That's not good. That man just killed himself. And a civilian. No, that guy didn't die! He's made of sterner stuff. I mean, okay, he ain't that stern, though. Don't pound your chest, Mr. Look how macho I am. That is unacceptable behavior, sir. It was a helpless civilian, although he was toting a gun and was very clearly an enemy combatant. You're still not allowed to jubilate at the end of that. That's just count your chickens before they're hatched, really. Could you not shoot around the gas pump near Seth Rogen, who is also near an exploding vehicle? So what's our civilian rescue bonus going to look like at the end of this mission? It's going to look not very good. That's what it's going to look like. You actually shot the gas pump, though. That could have triggered a chain reaction that killed my entire team. I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of there.
I will reposition.
And then worst case scenario, we have Seth Rogen detonate the gas pump. You know what? It's not a worst case scenario. It's just a now scenario. Just detonate the gas pump, Seth. That will kill him. It has no negative consequences for the rest of the team. Let's just eliminate him. And then Miley?
I will go.
This should be the last man on the map, and he's all yours. Why don't you come over here and banish his ass to the Nether Realm? Blood Trail giving us 4. We're going to get 4 more. Not that we needed it. And that's it. End of game. That's game, Hendrix. That's game, Hendrix. Okay, I mean, Could have done better in the civilian rescue department, and a few of them were eradicated at the hands of XCOM. But don't worry, we're a cadre of soldiers. We're a brotherhood of combatants here. We're gonna swear all of the other witnesses to secrecy. Because, you know, we can keep them to do that. They're gonna have, like, horrific survivor's guilt. And we can swear them to secrecy, and they'll stick with it. We can form a pact. Like a pact of silence. So that the world never need to know what we did with those grenades to the people in that hut. To be like, that was the cost of your survival, Rick. You walked away. Your friend Jill, she got turned into juice by a cloud of shrapnel being hurled at 25,000 meters per second. That could have been you, but we saved you. Never speak of what happened here, Rick. Jerk. Let's get some promotions, though. See? That's what happens. Everybody comes back with a medal. Be like, oh, you went on that mission where all the people... And she's like, nope, I got a medal. I'm Rihanna Cake Kenny. I'm a decorated soldier. The actions of that mission? Nope, I am decorated. You're going to learn how to sting. Now that you're carrying the sword of Bilbo Baggins, that's great. Kristen Wiffleball Freedom Pole Stewart is going to become a silent killer. She's going to become a silent... Man, Kristen Stewart has a lot of ability points. Where did you get all those ability points, Kristen Stewart? You're not very bright. I mean, you have standard combat intelligence, so it's not like you were picking them up there. We don't really need another scout. Distraction's pretty good. Squad sight's okay. Shredder... I mean, Shredder's pretty good. I think we'll hold off on Kristen Stewart's bonus points and see what other abilities she gets. Squad sight sniper with Shredder, that was very good. Rescued 10 civilians, 7 berserkers, mutons, vipers, 1 specter. Berserker autopsy is unlocked. Yeah, we'll get on that right away.
Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement across the
That's because nobody knows the horrible, horrible truth of what happened, Optimus Prime. We're keeping it a complete and total clandestine secret. The records are sealed deep in the vaults of the State Department. No one was ever going to know the horrible reality of what happened today. And I, for one, am totally comfortable with that. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more horrible, horrible secret missions, you might consider subscribing as well.
Took a big risk getting inside Advent.
Patented Bradford outro interruption.
There may still be a few.
It's good to see you back in form, John. I've been worried about you lately. You've been not doing this, and every time you're not interrupting my outro, I feel like maybe you're a little down in the dumps, feeling a little depressed, probably because of the super abundance of liquor you consume on a daily basis. But it's good to see you bouncing back. I like an up Bradford. Even an up Bradford is a mellow Bradford, because again, 6.5 gallons of gin a day have a mellowing effect on just about anybody. But what can we've tried everything we can to cure Bradford's drinking problem. Not even death could cure John Bradford's drinking problem. He's drunk even as a ghost, turns out. If you want to see more drunken ghosts, subscribe right now, though. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.